Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube video and this channel. So first of all, let me give my introduction. I am uh, I am a software engineer, basically working in various telecommunication softwares for around last 15 years. I have developed various kinds of production softwares with various open sources and doing R&Ds in various open source fields. So all of the latest open source, worldwide famous open sources I have worked on. So basically today I have here to give you some introduction about SIP and packet sniffers voice RTP protocols. So here I will give a basic idea of all this. So please check this video till end and don't forget to like and subscribe and share if you like this video. So okay, let's start with basic SIP, VOIP and RTP protocols. So we know what is SIP. So some of the people uh, so basically SIP is used mainly for telecommunication purposes, where we transmit voice over IP and communication. Various kind of SIP communications are required. So before going to discuss about this protocol, let's have a basic idea about the protocol. What is protocol? So protocol is a set of rules, which means multiple entities can understand each other with defined static rules. Like if we are from a computer science background and all of us know about this HTTP, TCP, UDP, all these are protocols. But what actually this protocol means? In a layman purpose, if I describe protocol, it's like two entities, they can each understand each other. Now Bob and Alice both are English speaking person. If Bob tells hi to Alice, Alice can understand what is this and can tell hello to Bob, so they understand each other. So that is what is protocol in simple words like this, that two entities can understand each messages exchanged between both of them. So now, if I take an example of Bob and another illiterate person, Raghu, so he doesn't know English, but if Bob tells him how are you doing, Raghu will not understand. So they don't have common rules between them, so they don't understand each other. So they cannot uh, Raghu cannot reply back to Bob. So this is where protocol comes into play. So like if I take an example of UDP, TCP, and HTTP, if UDP server sends a message to another UDP server, it will understand the message because they have a common understanding and common set of rules. Whatever UDP message sent, UDP server will understand. But if an UDP server will send a message to HTTP server, so that will not understand the UDP protocol, or if it's sent to a TCP server. So these static rules are maintained between the servers. So if two persons develop two UDP servers, they maintain the common rules. So one UDP server sends a request to another UDP server, no matter who develops, where it is developed, but they have set of common rules, so they can understand each other and they can establish communication between them. So similarly, SIP is also a protocol where a common set of rules or messages are defined. Now, what is SIP? This SIP is a session initiation protocol. It is a signaling protocol used for initiating, maintaining, and terminating real-time sessions that include video, voice, and messaging applications. This protocol defines the specific format of messages exchanged and the sequence of communication for cooperation of the participants. So basically, it establishes a voice call. It defines the rules to establish a voice call. So that is where the SIP comes into play. But this is a very tough word. So instead of understanding the whole C protocol in text, so let's take some understanding, basic understanding of other things, like how the SIP works, what is RFC, why RFC is required. RFC is request for comments, where it mentioned about what is SIP protocol, how the SIP protocol messages will be exchanged, how the SIP format will be made. So all these are established, all these are mentioned in RFC. So these RFCs are a request for comment is a formal document from the Internet Engineering Task Force. So if you go to Google and if you search for RFC, you will find say lots of RFCs are there. So every protocol has its own RFC, like UDP protocol has its own RFC, where how the UDP protocol, what are the standards, what are the messages will exchange between UDP protocol, these are mentioned. So if you go through Google, you will easily figure out what is RFC and why these RFCs are required. So to learn SIP, you must know about RFC, which RFC defines SIP protocol. So here I have what is RFC 3261. This is RFC 3261 defines the SIP protocol. So all the standards, modifying, terminating sessions, how the C protocol will communicate, what the messages will be exchanged, how C protocol will work. All these are mentioned in RFC 3261. So so I just going through the Google. So let's check Google. So here you will get a lot of examples. So here is the link for SIP protocol. So here it is defined how SIP protocols will work. So they have mentioned all the standards, which headers, everything. So I will gradually come into this. I will give a details of this, how this in next videos I will give. But this is just a basic understanding. So you can start figuring out how SIP works, what is the standard, where to look for the document. So this is a rough idea where you have to check for your document. So if you go through this RSC 3261, you will understand how the SIP works. So so this is a basic idea where you can start. So now I am just going through. So this is what RFC 3261 is all about. So let's not go to theory first. Let's understand what SIP does and why we need a SIP. So this is just a screenshot of a SIP soft phone. So what we do in real life, like we have various various kind of applications are there. Like we have Skype, we have various kind of call center softwares. We have various we have WhatsApp. So all these communications are over IP. So what they do basically, soft phone is one of them, where you can use soft phone for calling purposes, and it will do transmit audio over IP. So these are VoIP soft phones. There are lots of soft phones are there, like open soft phones, open source free soft phones are there. This is Phonalet soft phone, one of the open source softwares. You will find many other soft phones are there. If you search in Google, you will find lots of soft phones are there available for free. So here are if you like free wire soft phones, Joybird, then X-Lite. So all these are there. So instead of so I have installed so many in my system. So this is one of the example. This is Phonoloite I have installed in my system. This one is Xlite. Then I have others like Xlite paid version is there. It's called Bria. So all these soft phones I have installed. Now how it works? What is the uses of these soft phones? So these soft phone basically communicates over the SIP protocol. For communication purposes, it uses SIP protocol. Let's just show it how it works. So I will give the details later. So let's one person wants to call. These are the two soft phones. I have given this soft phone number as 2004. Another soft phone I have given 3333. So I will call from this soft phone to this soft phone. So to call this soft phone to this soft phone, I have already have put some servers. So this is one of the OpenShift servers, which is open source. I have installed OpenShift in my system. So the server is there. So what I did is I have registered my Phonoloite to this server, and I have registered this to another server. From this, I will call to this soft phone. So how this OpenShift software works, I will give a details in my next video. So this video I am just giving a rough idea how things works. So from if you give me more likes and share, I will share more videos and detailed topics how to use OpenShift, how to install OpenShift, how to program OpenShift. So these videos I will give in my next section. So now what is what is required is I have configured this soft phone. So let's see some of the configurations. So I have one server installed. I have configured the server. I have configured these numbers in the server so that whoever wants to register and call, they can do this. So here I have configured the username, password, and all this. So here again, I have I have put put the server details, networks, and server details. So these I will give soft phone details how to use. This is just a basic idea. So these are the server details, realm. All this I have configured. So here, if I will do save, it will get registered. So it got registered, and now I can call from these. So these two I am calling to 2004. So these I have called. I got a call and I have answered the call. So I can listen. So voice is flowing between these two. So now I am disconnecting this. Okay, so it got disconnected. So this is the example of using the soft phone. Now, if now in real life, how it will be used. Now, I have shown an example in local network, but in real life, there will be public networks. So public IPs will be there. So people will register from using internet like the way Skype or Skype or WhatsApp does. What they do from the internet, they register to server. So if you put these soft phones in internet instead of this local IP, it will register to the server. And similarly, two persons from different places, even anywhere from the world, if they will register to same server, or they have some server logic will be there, which so one person, if he will call from these to these, they will connect to each other like Skype or WhatsApp, and they can talk to each other. Now, uh, calling to mobile and other stuffs, these requires telco communication, where SIP trunks are provided by the telcos. Even the soft phones can call to the mobile numbers also, if the SIP trunks are configured in the server. So those details I will come in next video. So instead of going into deep, I have just started this video. I will just give a basic idea. So next video I will upload the full details. Let's see how this works. So we have seen already that one phone can call to another phone. Now the configurations and all these things I am not discussing in this video. So next video I will give, but rough idea I want to give. Now you see, there are some now how I will understand the protocol. To understand this protocol and debugging this protocol, we need tools. So TCP dump is one of the tools which can capture the protocol messages. So here I am just running this TCP, and I am just recording the video here. So let's call again. I am capturing the protocols here. So here I made another call, and I have captured this in this uh, TCP dump. So let's finish this now. This example, let's finish. So I have stopped it. So let's go to this. So I just showed a real life example how it works. So next video I will give the details. Now I just run the TCP. What these packet sniffers and why we need these packet sniffers. So when you think about VoIP or SIP protocols, you have to be very careful. You have to know what this TCP dump, tshark and Wireshark. These are very good tools to capture the network data and you can capture those network tools are used for debugging purposes. So let's see, these are the SIP and RTP packets we can uh, uh, SIP and RTP packets are there. So we can use these tools to analyze the C packets or RTP packets, any kind of protocols, what are the messages are exchanged, those we can capture here. So let's see, just now I made a call. I just want to see how these calls go through. In real life, how we will debug this. So I already captured and I have some things I have already downloaded like this one. So when I made the call, the messages these are exchanged between the two phones. The protocols that are exchanged between the two phones are being captured here, and we can see this capture phones here, capture messages here. So let's go little bit deep in the C protocol. Now I think you got some understanding that TCP can capture the data. So it will be easy for you to next understand how this works, how this C protocol works. So let's go to the slides. Now I just made a call. Before going to discuss about the C protocols and standards, I just want to understand how the C protocol works. So basically, we have some kinds of wire phones are there. We have laptops where we install the soft phones, and we have the server where we install the PBXs, proxy servers, or registrar. So in my case, the registrar, proxy server, all are in one server only. I have installed OpenShift and I have configured OpenShift to act as a registrar as well as a proxy. So what I did here is in my laptop I have installed some user agent and I have registered that user agent to this registrar, means proxy server. My then I have made a call from uh, one phone to another phone. So this is how it works. So this is a basic SIP client server setup here. So if I go to next slide, now let's go a little deeper into the SIP protocol. So how the SIP protocol works? Like this example here, I have shown there is one register server, there is one proxy server. When you have a SIP client, you need to register that SIP client to the registrar, and through proxy you can make the calls, and register will keep the details of the C phone, from which IP it is registered, which port it is registered, and accordingly when logics are built in the proxy server, whenever A will call to B, proxy will search the registrar and find the registration details of specific soft phone or number, and it will dial to that soft phone. So here are the messages exchange. So whenever cphone will register, it will send a register message, and register will send back a 200 OK. As I said, it's a protocol. So this is the protocol standard. These are text protocols. It will send some text register. So this server is understanding the C protocol. This phone is a C phone. So both of them can understand each other. They can understand the messages, what this message means. When phone sends a register message to the server, server will understand that it's a new phone. I have to keep the details of this phone. Once it saves the details in phone in server, it will send back a 200 OK. Then phone will understand that the my registration request is successful. So there are various kinds of there are two kinds of registration requests are there. One is normal authentication and another is digest registrations are there, where register request endpoint will send a register request, then it will send a unauthorized, then it will send a header with username password, then server will respond with 200 OK. So this is another registration flow. So instead of going to theory, let's see what happened in my case. As I told that soft phone sends a registration request. So after filling these details, user details, password, and all this, I have saved the details. Once I save the details, it sends a registration request. Now, if I see, actually, I have captured those details. Now, if I filter it with see here you can see here it sends a register request. So this register request, so here it sends a register request. You see here, it sent a register request, server send a 401 unauthorized, then it sent a register request, then it got successfully registered. So this is how the protocol works. This is the format. It is defined in RFC 3261, where where it's defined that server client will send a register request, then what will be the format of this register request. All these are mentioned in RFC. So someone needs to go to RFC and read the document. As these are text-based protocols, so you just need to fill the text and in your program, and you have to send to build a. If you want to build a soft phone, you just have to send the request in the format mentioned in RFC. So let's see the RFC 3261 now. Okay, let's see. RFC 3261. So RFC 3261 also mention about the register request format, how to send a register request. So just need to go through this RFC. With uh, someone with lesson new guys, they have to go through the RFC and they have to understand how to format this register request and how to send this register request. So these are basically reading and making the strings, making the text data and send it to server. So these are text-based protocols. So all these requests and responses are mentioned in the RFC. So you can easily go through this request response format in RFC, and you can build your own application. It's very easy. So this is one. This is the first step for registering as SIP agent. Now I am going through the second step. What is the call flow? Now I have called from A number to B number. I have called from 3333 to 2004. So what is the call flow of this is another text protocol defined in SIP. So whenever A party will call a B party, A party will send a invite request. Then B party once receive this invite, it will send 100 trying, then 180 ringing, then 200 OK. 200 OK means it answered the call. Once 200 OK reached to a party, it will send an acknowledge saying that 200 OK is reached, call is answered, and call is established. After that, the media will establish between these two. Now, all these details I will provide in next video. So, this video I am just giving a rough idea how thing works in SIP. So this is invite 100 trying, 180 ringing, 200 OK and acknowledge. This is what is mentioned in the RFC 3261 how it will work. So this is a rule said the so this rule is common for all. So if you want to develop a SIP server, SIP client, you have to follow these rules. So this is how it works. So after the call finished, it's sent a by, then 200 OK will be sent by the another party. So anyone can disconnect the call. So if I take an example, last call what I made. So here I have saved this in my Wireshark analyzer where I can see. So this is what I have sent here. So I can filter it with my call ID. Call ID is common in all the messages. So what I can see is I sent a request to 2004. Then 2004 responded with 100 trying, 180 ringing, then 200 OK. Then ACK is sent by the A party 3333. So once the call established, then RTP will flow and buy will be sent. So, but I will give a full description of all these messages, how it works, what is the uses of these messages, what are the headers. You will see there are a lot of headers are there. So how this header works, what is the use of every header, every attributes. This I will give you details later. I am just giving a brief introduction so that users can understand. So next video I will give the details. So here once the ACK is received, the media is establishes and once by received, the call get disconnected. Anyone can send a byte. Now here you see the media establishment. So for media there is another protocol defined which is called RTP protocol. It's a real-time transport protocol network protocol delivering audio video over IP networks. So how this RTP works, I will give just a brief introduction of RTP. So these are used for various VoIP communications. So here I will give a little introduction how RTP establishes in a call. So when RTP is mostly flow in UDP protocol. RTP is another protocol. It has its own standard and own RFC. But SIP is a protocol which tells these are totally separate entities. There are two separate modules. In SIP, SIP is a different module and RTP is a different module. SIP is a bridge between RTP. SIP gives the information to the RTP server where to establish the call. But these are two separate modules, you can say, or you can say these are two separate softwares altogether. Or they can be combined into one, but they have two different functionalities altogether. So whenever you send an invite, so how the media servers? we have media servers and signaling servers. So SIP is basically a signaling server and RTP is a media server. So, but the media information is sent through signaling. Signaling server gives RTP engine or RTP modules the media information. So here, if you see this trace, you will find the media information is sent. So whenever someone sends an invite, it has a part called SDP, Session Description Protocol. It is another part. It is a part of SIP. It is another definition in SIP. So if you check this module in RTP, you'll find the information, connection information. So this description, this kind of description, all the message description, I will come with a new video with all the descriptions of SIP, how it works and what are the uses of various medias. But here I am just giving a basic introduction. So here if you see, so here it has some connection information where it sends the IP of the A party or IP of the server. Now, so if the call will flow through proxy and media server is there and A and B party are on different platform, different public IPs, in that case the media will flow through the server. So that case server will add its media server IP and when it responds to B party, it will send its own media server IP. Now I am just showing you example here. I have set up a media server, different media server. I have my proxy server is set in somewhere 15.105. My signaling server is here in 15.105 and my media server is set in 15.10 and my media is flowing through 15.10 and signaling is establishing through 15.105. So here what happened is it sends a request with media server details as 15.10 and when it sends a 200 OK, so it sends it 200 OK, it gives its own media details. I have my soft phone installed and my soft phone IP is my local system IP is this. So it gives my local system IP details to server. So server knows the media IP of this server and uh, client knows the media IP of server. Server media IP is this and server knows my media IP, client media IP is this. So they can establish then they know the media IP and the port. This is the port where it's expecting the RTP data. Similarly here also it sends the port number. So client know this is the server IP and server port so it can establish a UDP connection and whatever I am saying through Meek, it is getting transmitted to this IPN port. So this is how the media establishes. Now, if I take an example in Wireshark, Wireshark can also capture the RTP packets. So if you go through these Wireshark details, I have attached another. Okay. So here you can see if I will capture the RTP, it will show the RTP packets here. So I can filter in the RTP packets also. Even I can listen those RTP packets. So all these details I will come later in next video if I will get proper response and likes or share and subscribe. I will come with all these videos next video. So guys, thank you for seeing this video. Please subscribe and share and give likes. Thank you. Hi, this is a test of screen recording. Recording screen. Yes, I want to check. Hi, this is a test of screen recording. Recording screen. Yes, I